If you were a parent and you found out your 16-year-old unalived someone, would you turn them into the cops? What about if you found out your only 3 sons all took part in unaliving someone? Would you turn them into the cops? Because that's what a mother in my community is dealing with. There aren't that many details released to the public right now. We knew that a 16-year-old was shot and killed in our neighborhood right around Christmas break. It is absolutely insane out here that there are even 15, 14, 13, 12-year-olds running around with pew-pews. And this is the result we're getting. So these 3 boys, her 3 sons, her only 3 children, were friends with the boy who was unalived. We all know how mother's intuition works. She had a gut feeling for months that something was off. So she started investigating, doing her own investigation around her own house, found evidence, pieced the puzzle pieces together, and knew her boys did it. She was a single mother. She worked 2 jobs to provide for these boys. We live in a nice community. She indicated to police that she has done everything in her power to provide for these boys. They've never wanted for anything. But they did not have a healed father. And they had an overworked, overtired mother who was trying to do everything on her own. So she figures this out, essentially sits all 3 of them down and says, I know you did this. Here's how I pieced it together. You're gonna turn yourself into the police, or I'm gonna turn you into the police. Because accountability is gonna be taken here. She knows these boys are gonna be made example of because there has been way too many young people shooting each other. I cannot imagine how heartbroken she was having to make this decision. But this should be a wake-up call for all of us. If we don't ever want to have to be put in that position, we need to start teaching our kids better now. A lot of them are extremely arrogant, extremely disconnected from the real world because they walk around like this all day long. A lot of them are being raised by unhealed parents who teach them that violence is the answer. Our world is so fucked up right now, and if your eyes aren't open to that, I urge you. You live in a pretty little bubble where everything looks nice and seems nice. Just go like a mile outside of that bubble and see what's going on, and I promise you'll probably be horrified. There are way too many young kids unaliving each other over relationship disputes. Like, I barely remember my boyfriend from when I was 16. Kids don't have the emotional depth to think that way in their teenage years. So if there is no parent, if there is no father figure, and the mother is overworked and there is no one there loving them and teaching them this stuff, teaching them empathy, teaching them accountability, teaching them to walk away from toxic people, this is what we end up with. There are other mothers who have to make a decision. No, their sons have done wrong, and some of them will hide what their sons have done wrong, and that is the entire fucking problem. We have to teach our kids accountability. I pray to God every night I never get put in a situation like this. Make it my mission on a daily basis when these kids come home from school, when these kids get off the bus. It's not even just my own kids, it's the kids in the neighborhood. I ask them what's going on. I talk to them about the things they hear at school and the things other people are doing that are not right because they need guidance. That's what we're fucking here for. If you made choices that led you to becoming a parent, you have now taken responsibility for that life, for educating that life. Please, for the love of God, we have to do better.